Hey there, I just want to show you something that I just discovered in Ableton. So Ableton is this huge program and it does like a gazillion different things, but I just discovered this. So there's different kinds of instruments that you can create, including basically samples. And there's one called Simpler. There's actually something called Simpler and Sampler. Samplers for multiple samples and Simpler is kind of just for easier one-shots. But check out this thing that I just discovered. So I can go over here to my samples, and the library has like a million different weird little samples that you can use. This one's like some kind of percussive thing. Some of them are like drums, some of them are like people singing. But anyway, check this out. So I can drag and drop this sample into here. So now here it is. I'm just hitting a key here, so it's triggering it, and it's playing from the beginning. And it's very similar to like the field recording thing that you did with your hardware, right? So, but check this out. In slice mode, it automatically finds where the transients are and slices it up, and then now each one of these is mapped to a MIDI key automatically. And then I can edit each one of these to make them, longer or short. I can, modify where these go. But I just discovered this. Uh-oh, this is gonna be hard to do with one hand. Let's see. I can right click here. How am I gonna do this? Right click, and then do something called slice, transfer the slices to a drum rack. Okay, so drum rack is something in Ableton where each one of these samples is mapped to a certain key, like MIDI key, but then, my digital drums or like some kind of pad hardware that has multiple pads on it, now each sample, it's chopped all the transients and all the sounds we heard into multiple different samples, and then I can play them from here too. So normally, like in a drum rack, the first one here would be like a kick drum sound, like a bass drum, and then a snare would be over here, and then a hi-hat would be over here. But anyway, so this is cool because like you could take like one of your field recordings where you've recorded all kinds of interesting little sounds, and then this could automatically break them up into like each sound, and then you could trigger them from like a drum machine or like this, or like pad, I have something called Novation Circuit that has pads, or even like a digital drum set. Just thought you might find that interesting.